This is Xiaomi for a brand new video, and the time is 6:46, Friday, April 3rd. Now, I know it's gonna be April Fool Days, I think. I can't remember what sport it is anyway. So we're doing What If Deku Had Noxus Powers. Now, if you've never seen Wakfu, please see it, or at least search up just search up a 3-minute video about what's Wakfu all about it. It's about this magical world and stuff. I'm not trying to spoil anything because I already finished the series. It's really good and deep. So let's start this video. So Deku was born in this little village. Before we start, I like doing these supposed to be like a little area. So like Nox was attacking like a small village in Wakfu in that big city. Like, so we're just gonna say he was born in a little area, like a little village, where they can use their quirks all day long. So Deku has a time quirk. Now if you search up on Google, Wakfu, Nox powers. So Nox's race, Ziller. So his weapons can be bow, cards, dagger, hands, hammer, shovel, other things though. He like has a lot of weapons. Even he has like this clock spear. This is like a clock. You know how like sharp clocks though in like England? Those fuckers. Not trying to be racist or anything. But like he has the ability of time. Can like travel through time. So let's say he has a time stone to power him up though. He like looks like a machine, but like he only wears a mask. So this is where we're gonna start out. Deku's born in a little village, so they can use their quirks all day long. As long as they have like these beeper things for it'll show everyone in the city, that means it immediately stops. So when somebody stops time, they immediately stop time around the workout world. And time stoppers are like really rare, like 0.001% chance. And well, Deku was born with it. So it's called time distortion. So they would call it the paradox time or something else. You guys can give it, but I'm just gonna call it the paradox. So Deku's a little kid and he goes to the quirk doctor with his mom, and he says that you have time distortion. So he tells him that you have like all these time abilities, and when you're gonna fight something like this time sword. And he says that you do have like a mutating quirk too, so he would have 2 quirks because he has glowing eyes and his time abilities. And well, the doctor would say that your boy's really rare though, and like you should take really good care of him and stuff. And Iko's surprised that he has that quirk, cause quirks can be random or something. His dad really, and I guess his dad's not there, cause Iko thinks that he's in abroad or some bullshit. He's actually just stepdad, and he's becoming Shoto. Oh, poor Shoto. Sorry. And well, Deku says cool, and they get out there. And the next day, like, let's just say a few years skip time, when he's around, like, 13, let's say he's around 15, and it's a villain attack around where his area is. And the civilians can help, though, but, like, they actually have to, like, have a permit or some bullcrap. And Deku sees a lady that's gonna fall off of a building, so he uses his time powers to stop time, and he actually, like, runs off the wall running, like the Flash does, and he grabs the lady. Now, let's say it was a random civilian. And let's say let's say the villain has an explosion quirk like Bakugo, but his explosion quirk can, like, he squirts nitroglycerin out, and, like, anywhere he steps, like a puddle of nitroglycerin would, like, merge, and, like, he can blow it up. So he did that, and the building's, like, collapsing and stuff, like, 3 more people are in there. And let's say that let's ship the music girl. Yeah, let's ship the music girl. That person with the music quirk. Or something. Momo, I think. No, Momo's creation. It's, let me just search something, because I forgot her name. My Hero Academia. Here. Let me just search this up. My Hero Academia. CH. Characters. No. It's the music girl. I'm actually trying to find her, but like, let me continue on. So he grabs her out of the building, and Endeavor's there. And he says, why do you use our quirk? And he tells him that our village can use them all day long. And he grabs Deku by the face, and uses his fire quirk to burn him, though. And he's like, let's say, half and half. So like, there's a big scar mark of fire, though, there. And, well, he's his time powers, like, not like reversing, because it won't reverse his time. It only reverses other people's. So he can't do that. And he has this little red scar, like a big red scar mark, though. And his eyes are turning like green. And he gets really mad at Endeavor, but like he can't do anything because he knows that he might have just been really mad. And mostly nobody likes Endeavor in his village at all, so like nobody gives him any respect. Nobody just says, go fuck yourself, or you're a bad parent, because they know what he did to his, they heard on their news where they heard that Endeavor is a terrible parent and stuff like that. So nobody really respects Endeavor anymore, but like people still want him as the hero. So then, the person said, I'm trying to find her name, but like, she says that I'm grateful, thanks, you see me now. And he says, no mention it. And he turns back to his, I'm trying to find it, like, it just, back into this form, where he has all these clothes in. And she said, wait, how you did that? And he's gone. So he went back to his house by stopping time really fast. And Endeavor's like flying away with his fire powers, because you can fly with fire. And Deku gets to his house, and his mom sees that scar on his face, and she said, what happened to you? And he tells her a lie, because she doesn't want her to get in trouble or anything. So he says that, when I was training a lib, I accidentally, a tree, let's just say, he said that, there's a fire where I was at, though it burned me in my face a little bit, and she sees this, and, like, she hugs him, and says, you're okay, and, like, he says, yeah, and he has, like, this big scar, so he wears a mask, because it really doesn't heal anything, because, well, it's just a mask, and he goes to middle school and stuff. He goes to the exact same middle school as Bakugo. So then Bakugo says that, hey nerd, how you got that scar? And he says that stupid hero Endeavor burned me. And, well, Bakugo's saying, you must have used your stupid quirk anyway in your stupid village. And Deku really wants to punch Bakugo, but like, he really doesn't want to do it, so he just leaves him alone. And the teacher says that everyone can become a hero, and they say, wow, Bakugo, you can actually go to UA though. And he starts spewing shit. And they say Deku can go to UA too, though. And like, mostly anyone in here. Not like everybody, like Bakugo and Deku could. And everyone knows that. Nobody knows what Deku's quirk is. Because he really wouldn't tell anybody about it. Because everyone would ask him to pull pranks on people, though. And the only type of pranks he would pull, like, funny pranks that, like, aren't harming anybody. Just, like, stupid ones. And only the teachers would know his quirk, but like, he would ask them to not tell anyone his quirk. So nobody knows it, and Bakugo doesn't know it either, because him as a him and Deku never were in child relationships because he lives in a different village area. So then it's the UA, no, like, so Deku's walking home, and the sludge villain tries to attack him, but then he activates his time stop to get behind, like, move away from the sludge villain, and the sludge villain said, hey, I could've got you, and he tells him that, well, try again. So he tries it, and it does nothing. So then he said, what the fuck? And All Might gets there, and he sees that Deku in his costume right there. And he says, wait, who's the villain here? And he knows that he doesn't know who Deku is yet, so Deku punches, All Might punches the sludge villain, and All Might asks, are you okay? And he says, yeah. And he says, what's your quirk? And he tells him that he has time distortion and a mutation quirk that makes his eyes glow. And, well, he has to sign his book, because he does collect a lot of books about people. And he does, and he asks, he tells All Might that, do you know the hero Endeavor? And he says, yeah, he, like, was a terrible father or some bull crap or something, rumors. And he shows him his face, and he says, what happened to your face? So he says, Endeavor did that to me at my village, because I was saving a lot of some people, and with my quirk. And, well, Endeavor, he said, I'll speak to that guy, though. And, like, he doesn't want to get him fired, but, like, he knows that he did that. And mostly nobody wants to screw around with Endeavor, because they know you're gonna get fucking killed. It's like Red Dead Redemption 2, but, like, with no guns, just fire. And we know how Red Dead Redemption 2 is with fire. Sorry. So now, Deku goes over there. Deku goes to his house. And he starts training with his time quirk, though. He actually makes... So, like, remember when my, if you guys do not know, that time when you stop it, it actually stops everything, even the air molecules, so it's really hard to move. But with his quirk, it allows him to move really faster than anyone else. So he's just like, he's actually like, his mom asks him to go get some groceries, and he does. And he gets, let's say he gets some tortillas, because they're having, like, tacos. Yay, Mexican Monday! I'm gonna get deported. Sorry, guys. If that offended you, I'm so sorry. But I just had to make that joke. Mexican Monday. Or at least, something else. And he sees the girl he saved, though. And she says, oh, it's you. And he said, yeah. And most everyone in his village hates Endeavor now, so, like, they banned him from his village. Like, the only way, because he was over there for, like, bullshit. I don't really fucking know. And, well, she says that, I saw what happened to you and Endeavor, and he says, yeah. And they start talking when he's, like, walking, though, with his food. And, like, his mom's, like, they have, like, she just told him to buy some tortillas and milk and some other stuff. And they say, are you going to UA? And he says, yeah. And they actually say, let's go out, tryouts are like tomorrow. And he says, wait, what? And she says, yeah. And he says, nice seeing you. And she does too. So they get home, and he starts training more faster and stuff. He's mostly doing push-ups, though. He's like, let's say that, let's just say that he's continuously trained, though. And today's the day when they do the machine, like the 0 Point robots and all those robots. So he gets there with that girl, and Bach goes there, and he says, I told you if I see you, that means then I will kill you. And Deku gets like a spear of a clock thing, though. And he says, you want to finish that sentence? At like close to his chest, though. And Baka says, you won't kill me anyway. And he says, try me. And she said, come on, we just have to go. And he says, fine. So they start walking, though. And she says, what's wrong with you and that kid, though? And he says, that kid continuously tormented me through my middle school days. And he tried to actually, like, almost kill me, though, with his quirk. And she says, what? But I almost killed him with his quirk, so, like, it evens out a little bit. And, well, they do get to do all the 0 robot stuff. So Deku's mostly using his time spears to, like, when they go, he sees all the robots, like, mostly the robots in his area. So he stops time. And he's flying with his time ability. And, well, he continues to, like, he's pointing the daggers at the clock pierce things at them. So then he throws them. Throws this. No. He throws them, and they all hit him. So, like, he gets 50 more points. And we'll say, how can that kid move so fast, though? And, like, they say the 0 robot's there. He sees that, and well, Nox likes building weird contraptions, so let's just say Deku has some. He has these, like, machine, like, small drones that, like, disassemble machine parts. So then he tells them to attack. So, like, there are, like, a few of them. And, well, they're, like, eating the robot from, like, the vehicle and stuff like that to get the gear and all that stuff. So, like, it's not moving that fast anymore. And he hears that girl. He actually hears Ochaku in the rubble. So he stops time, but his bugs continue eating because they are not affected by time. So then he walks over there to Ochaku when he's stuck. So then he pulls off the rubber off her and he moves her to safety and he really stops time. And she sees that he's carrying her. And well, when he was carrying her, he actually, like, made a time duplicate. Now, if you don't know what time duplicates are, they're like distortion of time where you can bring yourself back to the future, but then they have to, like, die or, like, return. So he tells his time duplicate to destroy that robot, so he does. And he returns back to his time. And, well, the test is over, and Ochaku actually likes Deku now. But, like, we're gonna have to debate Deku and Ochaku, or Headphone Girl and Deku. My Hero Academia. Yeah, Devin's a pussy. My Hero Academia. Head. Never mind, but, like, she is, like, saving stuff, so he walks out, and let's say Deborah's watching this too, and he actually goes out there, and he actually runs down there, though, and when Deku's, like, out of the gate, Endeavor actually, like, gets in front of him real quickly, and he says, kid, you can't be, like, he says, kid, you'll never become a hero and stuff like that. And he says, well, you know you're banned from our village. And he said, what? And he says, yeah, you did attack me and, like, burn the face off me. And every single kid's seen this. And he tells everyone that this adult over here, that's a hero, actually burned my face. So he actually takes off the mask and everyone's seeing it. And he puts it back on. And Deku says, you know you're banned from our village forever. Until, like, our chief says you're not banned. And Deku actually Endeavor's actually getting a fireball and gonna throw at Deku. But then he has a spear and he says, do you want to try that again? And, well, Endeavor is a pussy. He's a fully pussy. So then he doesn't really move. And he says, you fire that fireball and I'll stab you with my clock thing. And Endeavor stops his fire, so Deku pulls back his clock. And his little bot things actually go back to his bag. Like, his bag would be, like, in his pocket, so then he'd go back in there. and he would stop time, and like he would use his time abilities to like seem like he teleported on the roof. And he says spiders, and well, I never said what the fuck you guys want anyway. And well, no kid actually likes Endeavor anymore, so but people still want to be like a hero like him or some bullshit, but the right way. So 2 days later, Deku gets the thing late from WA. And it only says you were a good kid and stuff like that, you did all right. And you had 50 extra points for saving. You got 100 points for saving somebody. So it's 150 points. And, well, All Might tells Deku that Endeavor still works at UA and says, I really don't give a shit, he's a pussy. And Deku actually has Deku. I can't even find anything. So Deku actually walks there to UA. It's only like a few minutes because he's using his time ability to stop time. And he falls, and Chaku says him. And, well, she says that it'll be a bad time if you fell. And Deku says thank you, and she releases him from the floating thing. And, well, Deku goes to his class. And Deku has Bakugo, everyone else from class winning, even probably Mineta. They should be banned from YouTube. Even saying his name should cause World War II. Mineta. Called World War III. So now Deku is seeing all people in his class, and he actually starts walking in, and Ida sees Deku's glowing eyes. And he's saying, you don't supposed to use your quirk, and he tells him that it's a mutant quirk. They can't turn it off, so. And Ida says, aren't you that person that, like, destroyed the Zero Point robot? And we'll say, oh yeah, and the guy who pissed off Endeavor so much. And, well, he still works here, and I really don't give a shit, though. And he tells him that, he would have, like, a white eye and, like, a normal eye. And, like, a big scar area. Like, not like a slash mark. But, like, it would be, like, Todoroki's one. Or more, like, in there. No homo and such. Yeah, that one's... So, Mr. Aizawa tells the class to shut the fuck up. Like, doesn't say shut the fuck up, but he says shut up. And it took you guys 8 seconds to be quiet. Then you guys saying, oh, where's Chaku? I just really didn't want to bring her in this, but she's still in the class. She didn't really notice Deku. And they told him to put it on. So then they all do, and it's about to go first. So he throws a ball and gets 700 meters. And I was saying, well, Deku, I bet he can get farther. And he actually does. He gets 3,000. He actually gets 1,300 by stopping time. And actually, like, it means he's jumping in the air and throwing it. But, like, not enough to, like, seem like he's using his full power and stuff. And he gets far, like, around 1,300, between 2,300. So he gets in the middle-ish. And I was saying nice and stuff like that. And Mr. Iwazawa was saying, what's your quirk? And he said, time paradox. So I create, like, duplications of myself through time. And he told him that I really can't make that many of them, or this weird demon thing will actually go off of the time paradoxes and kill them. And he writes that down, though, and Mr. Izawa's actually, like, not scared of Deku, but he's sorry because the face. So everyone else goes, so Ochako gets offended, Deku gets second place, and Bakugo gets third. So now it's a racing one. So everyone's saying, or you might get set, go, and Ida would be faster than Deku in the canon, but guess what? Nox. He is faster than everybody, so he just stops time. And everybody can use their quirks, so he just stops time. And he just gets like a head start, and like starts running. And Ida can't really catch up to him because he's not at the finish line. And they would see two Dekus, and they would say, wait, so that's the time paradox? And he says, yeah, so he tells his time paradox guy, I'll see you later. So he actually opens the portal, and it goes through there. And that was actually a future version of him, or a past version. I really don't give a shit. So then, Deku gets first place, and Mineta gets last place, but he says, fuck off, this is a joke. And I would say, wait, what? And she said, man, and she said, you should have knew it. And Aaron says, you think? And, well, I think, yeah, he would say, go in the classroom, get the syllabus, and, like, leave. So they do, and Deku's just walking home now. His home's, like, a little farther away, like, around, like, 30 minutes to walking, though. And Ochako would say, that, where do you live anyway? He tells her that I live village over there. And he tells him, and she says, wait, that's the village that has, like, great food, though. And hers, he asks, Ida would say that, Endeavor can actually get in so much trouble for attacking a kid. And, like, yeah, but I did use my quirk, though. And he says, wait, aren't quirks only supposed to be allowed by the government? And he says, well, our village allows us to use our quirks. And, well, as long as it's a hero thing, not, like, spoiling and doing bullshit. So, this is gonna leave it off for today. So, well, Deku, what do you guys think of that, though? Do you guys like it? And should I continue on with this is? And I'll check to see the views. And guys, please subscribe and hit that button for never missing a video. And comment.